the road is the number one killer for youth between 15 to 29 years old age. Every day you have 3,500 people who die on the roads. I mean, most of those crashes do happen in developing countries. The number of vehicles is increasing and the number of victims is also increasing. If no action is properly undertaken, by 2030 it could be the number one cause of fatalities amongst every pandemic around the world. So with our clubs, with our global organization, we have to act to address properly the problem.
Biggest meaning of safety is in your head, how you see it. Are you looking the roads? What are the conditions? Is it raining? Can there be some animals on the road? What the other road users do and that kind of thing?
As you mentioned, Mr. President, that we should have a zero vision. We don't want people to die on the roads. And I think that it's also like Ari Jalonen said, that there are no one thing what we can do. It's a whole package with several things. All the easy things have been done already. We have a lot of people, everybody can get a driving license. And we know that there is a lot of other problems what people have in their lives. And very often it is so that if you have problems in your lives with your behavior, you have, of course, the problems also on the roads. We have also an old car fleet, one of the oldest in the whole Europe in Finland. And it means that the oldest cars are without passive and active safety systems, the modern systems. And in most cases, the youngest drivers, they are driving those cars.
I really believe that the biggest influence will be with the education of the younger drivers and also us older ones to be considerate on the road and really understand what your actions have on the other people.
People living in developing countries, unfortunately, they don't have access to public transportation, they don't have access to modern cars. And the last parameter, which is also crucial, is efficiency about the post-crash care support. Once there is a collision, once there is a crash, it's very important how quick the support is given to the victims. And here, our automobile clubs have a very strong commitment.
Yes, and of course we should start to teach and to learn these things when we are already in the kindergarten or in the primary school, because that's the age when you adapt the attitude towards other people and things. Of course, the parents are the most important thing. What happens in the car, in your family car, when the children are in the back seat and looking how the parents are behaving. But then comes, when they get a little bit older, they start to adopt it from the other people, from the other family members, and then they go to the school and they start to adopt it from the friends, etc. And that's why we should do it much earlier than when they get the driving license age.
One last word, because we have been talking about car drivers, motorbike drivers, but we should also speak about cyclists, about pedestrians. You know, 35 people who die on the road in Finland are pedestrians. And so cars or motorbikes can be dangerous for them, but they can also be dangerous for car and motorbike. So here, I mean, it's just cohabitation, and we cannot accept that pedestrians are victims, and among them a lot are children. I mean, when an event like this one is very important because it's also allowing young drivers to know how to drive, to know how to behave, to know how to respect other competitors on the track, and it's also opportunity of completing their education.